young Australia. Welcome to your show with your music and your kids, the Young Talent Team.
You drift to someone new, it's your last in the rut. But it's just dead and gone.
All the hell stop on the clock.
You drop to fearless bones when you're sitting on 45.
You mean that it's just a seed somewhere in the apple.
And look at the boys, leather jacket, second skin that faded away. Meet the girl, leather jacket, way back to back, and that'll be the day.
Leather jackets, that'll be the day.
Don't need to smell the heat.
You know you think I'm better with cold.
Makes us free with just the sound.
1,000 miles from home.
Being too gentle, don't worry. Fashion makes you change.
Well, food always another nickel and another man.
Look at the boys, yeah. Leather jackets, second skin that fade away. Meet the girl, leather jackets, way back to back, and that'll be the day. Leather jackets, that'll be the day. At a lot of swift cars, taxi cab to find her.
When you jump down the road, looking for my fire.
Look at the boys, yeah. Leather jackets, second skin that fade away. Means a love, leather jackets, way back to back, and that'll be the day. Leather jackets, that'll be the day. If I
Okay. Whoa, hey. Ah, I like this leather gear. It's just fantastic. Great. Well, you may think it's trendy, you know, but it's not. Well, it's not necessarily trendy because people have been wearing leather since, well, the cavemen used to wear leather.
That's right.
They did.
In the weather, yeah.
And still today. I mean, you guys wear it, but Eskimos still wear nothing but leather.
Hey, John, speaking of
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, Bevan has something of great
importance,
import to say. Okay.
what's an egg?
What's an egg? Is this to do with Eskimos?
Sort of.
Okay, what's an
Yes.
egg?
An egg is an Eskimo's house without the loo. Oh, good.
Yes, okay. What's on? Yes, nice. What's on the show today?
Well, first of all, Vince, Tim and I are producing a segment all by ourselves.
Ah, taking over the show, huh?
Yeah, could be some surprises.
Absolutely.
Yes, and we have a special feature on the Eurythmics.
The
So that'll be
Eurythmics.
good.
I like the
Wait,
Eurythmics.
wait.
Good music.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, this is Lorena, everybody, with a word of importance. And she's giggling.
We're also going to the dentist to see if teeth are really tougher than chalk, but I don't think they are.
We'll find all that
We'll
out.
find that out.
Anything else you want to tell me?
John, our special guest.
Oh, here's Vinny. Scream, everybody.
And our special guest is Steve Davis, the juggler.
Oh, I like jugglers too. Okay, all that and lots more fun on Young Talent Time when we return without our leather jackets to have more Young Talent Time fun. And you behave yourself, Bevan.
And now to make Vinny's dreams come true, here are Juanita and Courtney.
Little Sandy chance will take it. Little Sandy rule will break it. We're gonna make our dreams come true. Doing it our way. Nothing's gonna turn us back now. Straight ahead and on the track now. We're gonna make our dreams come true. Doing it our way. There's nothing we won't try. Never heard the word impossible this time. There's no stopping us. We're gonna make it. On your mark, get set, and go now. Got a dream, we just know now. We're gonna make our dreams come true. Doing it our way. There's nothing we won't try. Never heard the word impossible this time. There's no stopping us. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. On your mark, get set, and go now. Got a dream, and we just know now. We're gonna make our dreams come true. And we'll do it our way, yes, our way. Make all our dreams come true. And we'll do it our way, yes, our way. Make all our dreams come true. For me and you. For me and you. Was that someone knocking? Let's have a look.
You won't have to look, I'm here.
It's our special guest tonight, Steve Davis!
Hi. Good evening, it's great to be back on Young Talent Time. Now, you've seen me on Young Talent Time before. I've juggled lots of different objects. Tonight, I'm going to juggle this. Not one bowling ball. Not two bowling balls. Not three bowling balls. But two bowling balls and a table tennis ball. Before I do, I'd like to do a quick impression. Mickey Mouse. The other night, someone said three bowling balls. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to juggle these three incredible objects. I'm going to finish by taking one of them. I'm going to throw it into the air, and I'm going to attempt to catch it balanced on my nose. What? Oh, the table tennis ball, I mean, balanced on my nose. Now, this is a major applause routine, so if I manage to do it, let's hear thunderous, thunderous, spontaneous applause. This is a trick you don't normally get to see in an act in this price range, but I'm going to do it for you anyway. Okay, table tennis ball onto the nose. It's all right, part of the act. Part I didn't rehearse. Yes, come on! Thank you. I'd just like to say you are the best audience that's ever been had. In fact, you are such a good audience. I'm going to go on to do a fantastic encore. And part of my encore, my beautiful assistant, the lovely Bevan. Thank you very much, Bevan. Now, I have here 4 razor-sharp plastic juggling clubs. Now, I know what you're all going to say. You're all going to say, hey, juggling 4 clubs is difficult. I said, I know what you're all going to say. You're all going to say, hey, juggling 4 clubs is difficult. Hey, juggling 4 clubs is difficult. Right. In fact, it is so difficult, I can't do it. I can can juggle 3. A few quick tricks. I can do a double flip with either hand. With 2 hands. Whoa. 1 hand. No hands. Thank you. All right. Here's an old juggler's trick which doesn't have a name. Hey, look at that. Here's an old juggler's trick. Didn't even notice. That doesn't have a name. I call it difficult. Now I realise you're all saving your applause, waiting for something big to happen. I'm going to give you the piece de resistance, or as I call it, the piece of resistance of club juggling, after which you won't want to save your applause any longer. Here it comes for the first time on Young Talent Time tonight. The double-handed, triple club, chrome-plated, The Chop.
When I grow up, I would like to be a secretary. When I grow up, I would like to be a teacher. When I grow up, I would like to be a doctor. When I grow up, I want to be a vet. When I was in bed last night, I was thinking of what I'd like to be when I grow up, and it just caught my mind movies, and then I thought director would be a good thing.
I know there's a little lady here. Stand up, sweetheart. What do you want to be when you grow up?
Fairy.
She wants to be a fairy. Isn't that cute? And there's another person here. Where is he? Where's Superman? Where are you, Superman? Here he is, hiding away. Look at that. You want to be Superman when you grow up, don't you, mate? So do I. Actually, it's interesting because many of the former Young Talent Timers have gone on to fulfill their ambitions in their job. Debbie Byrne wanted to be an actress, and she's an actress now. Karen Dunkerton wanted to be a model, and she's a model. Sally Boyden wanted to be a songwriter. She's a songwriter. And Greg Mills, remember Greg Mills? He's now a musical director.
Yeah.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I'd like to get into fashion.
Would you?
Yes.
That's an interesting. I mean, you've got a good taste for fashion.
She has.
Yeah. And you, Vinny?
No, I'd like to stick to music and entertaining.
And Tim?
I like to get into the direction.
Direction.
Television, yeah.
The reason why I asked that question, see, spontaneous a show as we've got here, is because during the week I was talking to the kids about what they wanted to do. And they said what they've just said, directing and fashion and whatever. So they decided to put something together, which I haven't seen. But this was directed and produced and wardrobed by these three, right? How did it happen? Did it all go okay?
Yes, it did. Well, you can make up your mind when you see it.
Is it coming now?
Yes, it's coming now.
Here it comes. This is the Young Talent Team's
Us
work.
in the recording studio.
Fantastic.
Okay, Ross, I'm just worried about the length of the song. It just runs on.
It's going to be miles too long. It's going to be incredibly too long, but I know it's going to happen, and that's that Danny's going to be upset if we cut any of the words out because it's got all the right things in there.
Yeah, well...
But what about the breaks?
Well, Tim had some really good visions for that.
There's some vision I like to fit in there. I know it's a long break.
Yeah, but if we cut it down to sort of 1 20-second break,
yeah,
would that be
1
right?
20.
Would that give you the scope that you need?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I noticed there's an acoustic guitar sound in the break, and we've got a sample of a guitar here. If we can find that, that'll be nice.
Sounds good. I don't really want to interfere in the idea of your number too much because it needs to be your number. You guys came up with the idea and you're the ones who are executing it.
Yeah.
The only thing is just a couple of little rules which would be the same would be given to me, which is even though the song's heavy in its idea, make it really light and fun. You know, just keep it in mind that it's Young Talent Time, you know, not a pop clip as such.
I've seen this interesting film clip a few days ago, and the whole song was in slow motion, but the lead singer was singing in sync.
And how would you propose to do that?
Well, we'd have the audio track in double speed and slow-mo the videotape to half speed.
Well, that's going to give Danny a problem for miming. You think you could cope with miming it at double speed?
Yeah, I'd be able to practice that.
A segment produced by the members of the team. Here's Daniel Minogue and that beautiful song, Different Corner, arranged by Vince Del Tito and directed by Tim Nelson.
I'd say love was a magical thing. I'd say love would keep us from pain. Had I been there, had I been there, I would promise you all of my life. But to lose you would cut like a knife, so I don't dare.
Beautifully performed. Just lovely. But Tim especially, I'd like to say congratulations because he directed it and thought of all the ideas.
Yeah.
And Vinny worked on the music. A terrific effort from our young talent team. And they learned a bit, don't they? Hey. Okay. We're going to learn a little bit about the Eurythmics when we come back right after this little break, so don't you go away. Hey. Some cute kids in the audience tonight. I'd like to stretch the memories of the mums and dads that are watching because, you know, there's a lot. Hey, stop your giggling, guys, will you? Hey, I mean, I've got an important job. Well, I think it's important to do here. And no chewing gum.
It's not.
What are they lollies? Are they?
Yeah.
Okay. As I was saying. Lots of mums and dads these days say, you know, the names of the rock and roll bands are so unusual. But you remember in the 50s we used to have bands like the Comets. Yeah, Bill Haley and the Comets and the Crickets. And then in the 60s we had the Beatles and the Monkees and the Loving Spoonful. And then in the 70s we had ABBA and LRB, Little River Band, and ELO. That was hyphenated names in those days. And, of course, in the 80s, we've got some beauties. I saw one the other day on the television called the Cockroaches. Oh, they've got a big hit record at the moment, and Mental as Anything, and Wham and Cold Chisel. Well, some of the names are a little difficult to pronounce. Like I remember in the 60s, Dave, Dee, Dozy, Beaky, Mick and Titch. Remember that, mums and dads? That was, I could never get my tongue around that when I was a disc jockey. There's one name of a band that kids have a lot of problems with these days, and that's the Eurythmics. And we sent our Young Talent Time camera out to see if kids could say Eurythmics. Have a look at this.
Eurythmics. A-U-R... Eurythmics. Arithmetics. T-H... Arithmetics. R-I-C-E-S.
Okay, and now for those kids and for all of you, a special tribute to the Eurythmics. And here's the Young Talent Team featuring Natalie with There Must Be an Angel.
I don't know, Waldo. What's the first thing angels say when you get to heaven?
Oh, you won't.
Really?
What do I want of you? Why shouldn't you tell lies when you're on a farm?
I don't know, Dad. Why shouldn't you tell lies when you're on a farm?
Because corn has ears, potatoes have eyes, and beans stalk.
But in these times of change,
Hey, why does your sister keep throwing her watch out the window?
Because she wants to see time fly.
Oh, there it goes now.
Oh, that was a sudden stop, Mr. Burton. It's time for a, for a serious note. It's time for our Special Achievers Award, folks, and this is always a very special part of the program for me because we recognise someone who may not have been recognised before, but is an outstanding achiever in our community. And who's it this week? Natalie Miller.
Well, today we have Vicky Mills from Metford in New South Wales. She's 12 and has been tapping since she was 4. She's pretty good too. In the past 8 years, she's won more than 30 championships and 200 first prizes in different competitions.
She's got lots of support from her parents. Her taps are specially made in Newcastle, which are a lot thicker and smaller than normal ones. Her father puts on her taps. In fact, he helps by making all the props, while her mother spends hours beading her costumes. Although Vicky helps as well.
Vicky works hard to improve. She goes to dance classes every night for ballet, jazz and tap. Modern technical tapping is unique to Newcastle. They do spinning and double beat, which means 8 beats to the bar instead of the usual 4.
Shuffle to beat, shuffle, go in, and not go down, which toe will be. Have you got it, girl? Yes. Right, let's go.
Vicky's teacher is Diane Talbot, and she's helped her prepare for a Spanish gypsy dance tonight. So would you please make a welcome Vicky Mills and Young Talent Time? That was terrific, Vicky.
Thank you.
You all puffed out?
Yep.
I got puffed out just watching you there. Give a big hello to all your friends and all our friends in Newcastle from us, will you?
Hi.
Well, I mean, when you get back. Okay, give them all our love. And Natalie has got something special for you too.
Yes, here you go, Vicky. That's your cheque from the McDonald Scholarship Fund. Thank you very much.
And you could be in our Young Talent Time Talent Discovery Special Persons Award at the end of the year, which, of course, enables you to fly anywhere in the world with Qantas. We thank Qantas for that. And there's thousands of dollars in prizes from McDonald's, who are our wonderful sponsors, as usual. Good on you, Vicky. Really nice to see you. And listen, this is a surprise for me, too. Guess who's coming into the studio now? Just to say hello. One of our ex-Young Talent team members, Katie Van Ree. Here comes... that's
Wasn't it? Thank you.
memories, isn't it? It's great to see you. You look beautiful as ever.
It's good to be back.
And you've been a very busy girl. You've been doing your schoolwork.
Studying,
Yeah,
yes.
your mum and dad told me you're keeping up your schoolwork, but you've been doing some acting work as well, yeah?
Yeah, I did a small part in Henderson Kids 2, which will be screened this year, shortly. They're just finishing the recordings of that, so it won't be too much longer to wait.
You want to be an actress?
Yeah, of course I do.
What
you
about
know I want to be.
what about your singing, though?
I want to sing as well.
Do you?
Yeah.
You all remember the wonderful job that Katie has done for us over the years on Young Talent Time. Just to refresh your memory, to make you cry again, here she is. You gave us lots of fun. Now tell me seriously, what are the things you miss about Young Talent
You.
Time?
I miss
thank you, and I miss you too.
I miss the rest of the team.
Yeah, they miss you
And
too.
I miss the concerts, especially.
They were fun. Oh, I mean, they're still fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll have to ask me back.
Yeah, well, listen, we're going to do some concerts at Christmas time. You ought to come and sing some songs with us.
All right.
Yeah, and what about the touring?
Yeah, I love that, but most of all, I liked Hamilton Island.
Wasn't that great fun? Katie was a bit of a mischief maker on Young Talent Time, you may recall. She always used to do all sorts of interesting things. Let's have a little look at Katie and the rest of the team on Hamilton Island when we had some mischievous fun.
We're going on a holiday now. Gonna take a minute out of sunshine. Castledale, make me big go. You know the cost of living so low. Yeah, gonna be so neat. Dance to the Eurobeat. Yeah, gonna be so cool. Twisting by the, we're just twisting by the, twisting by the pool, twisting by the pool, twisting by the pool. Twisting by the 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 twisting by
And here is Katie doing her mischief. Hey! We're back for a closing and a half, and some of the kids in the audience got dressed up and went to so much trouble. Where's that little fairy girl? Stand up again, sweetheart. You look just gorgeous, and there's a little present from us for going to all that trouble. Isn't she gorgeous? Deborah, what's that you got?
This is my toothbrush.
Yeah, well, that sort of figures. You can sort of brush your teeth and wash your scruffy mouth at the same time, can't you? Look.
See, my whole face.
Absolutely.
My hair.
You can brush his face for him. Go on, away you go.
Can I do it?
Yes.
Oh, good. Oh, your face.
Ah, yes.
Oh, right, that's good. Good boy.
Quite seriously, though, Katie, Katie's got beautiful teeth too, and it's because we try and encourage all our young people to keep their teeth clean, especially the young talent team. And they sort of get a little bit, you know, nervous when we send them to the dentist because, you know, we try to encourage all of them to go to the dentist regularly. So let's find out what happened to the team when they went to their personal dentist.
This is a dentist, but for professional reasons, we can't tell you who it is. So we'll just call him Dr. Waldo. Morning, Dr. Waldo.
Everyone knows that teeth are tougher than chalk.
Not now, Mrs. Marsh. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, what does a dentist use to clean his teeth? A bone? But that's what humans use to clean their teeth. Oh, that's better. A toothbrush. And we should clean our teeth at least twice a day. This boy is coming to see his dentist for a checkup. It's important to see a dentist every 6 months.
Excuse me, can you help me? I need to see a dentist.
Yes, but did you know that teeth are tougher than chalk? Well, I bet you didn't, did you? Let me just show you.
Next, please. Mrs. Marsh. Right, open wide and say ah. Now.
Ah, now. In the old days, the dentist was someone to be scared of. The dentist used primitive and painful instruments, which sometimes caused patients just a little discomfort.
Yeah, that's right. There's no need to be scared about going to the dentist these days.
The last time I went to the dentist, I came out laughing.
How come?
Because they pulled out one of my teeth.
Oh, what's so funny about having a tooth pulled out?
They pulled out the wrong one.
Yes, Toriano, teeth are tougher than chalk.
Oh, no. Not you again, Mrs. Marsh.
Why can't I break it in two?
So the next time you visit the dentist, remember, teeth are tougher than chalk. Aren't they, Mrs. Marsh?
just started and it's nearly the end of the show.
Oh, and John,
Yes.
we've all got something to say to you.
Oh.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear John. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Maggie. Do I have to blow these out? I don't think they can. Oh, it's hot. You hold it for me and let it sparkle. Well, 26 again, eh? It's incredible. What's that? Is that for me too, Fleur?
That's for you.
Isn't that lovely?
Hi, Fleur.
Ah, hey, just let me hear some of that rock and roll music. Any old way you choose. Oh, that's great. Hey, thanks, guys. You know, I have to tell you that as my years go on, I feel younger. I do, and it's because of working with these terrifically talented kids, and they always make me feel young, and I hope I can keep doing it for another 26 years. Why not? Thanks a lot. That's a great thought. Thank you. And would you also keep that clapping going, because we want to thank all our special guests on the program tonight, and especially Katie Van Reef for popping in and saying hello to us. Thanks to Steve Davis and also our very special young achiever, Vicky Mills, who's a terrific young talent, and we hope we see lots more of her. Next week on the program, Davy Jones makes a welcome return, singing his brand new hit record, Davy from the Monkees. We meet a group of kids called the Keeny Boppers, who are Australia's youngest pop group, and they're just terrific, and they've made a very special record for a very special reason. We hope you'll join us for that, and lots of other Young Talent Time stuff as well, okay? Ooh. And we'll say good night, Mehmet.
Good night, John.
Good night, Renita. Good night, Natalie.
Good night, John.
Good night, Tim.
Happy birthday, John.
Thank you, and a great directing job there, mate. Watch out, Ray Belcher.
Yeah.
Good night, Vinny.
John. Happy birthday.
And watch out, Ross Burton. Good night, Mark.
Good night, John. Great show.
Thank you. And we'll send on. Thank you. Good on you, Danielle. And from all of us at Young Talent Time, join us again next week for another hour of your fun with your kids. And on behalf of our sponsors, McDonald's, thanks for a great night. Goodbye, everybody.
In Sydney and in Melbourne, Johnny Young and the cast choose to stay at the Southern Cross Hotel. Our weekly Young Achiever shares in the McDonald's Scholarship Fund. Our Young Achiever of the Year flies Qantas, the spirit of Australia, to the United States or Europe. Young Talent Time is a television house production for Network 10 Australia. Gavin Wood speaking.
Good night, Australia.